The first position in the standing sequence for today is the side angle and revolve it side angle. Then after that Prasarita Paduttanasana, wide leg forward fold pose, and then after that Purvottanasana, intense side stretch position. So let's start from the Samasthiti again. When you will finish your revolve triangle, after that you will come into the Samasthiti. So the way to enter into the Parshvottanasana, Parshvakonasana is same like the triangle position. So same way, first step your right leg back, inhale, left toe in, feet parallel, hand sideway, and then as you exhale, this time you have to open your leg little bit more wider than the triangle position. So as you exhale, right toe right side, turn your right toes, right feet, and then same time bend your right leg at the knee. And then you have two options here. If you are flexible enough, so try to place your right hand next to the right feet. Or if you are not able to go down, or you are not able to reach down, so you can bend your right elbow at the right hand at the elbow and place the right elbow over your right thigh. Right elbow over your right thigh, and then extension of the left hand over to your head. This position is related to a stretch of your side body. Parshva means side. So the position is related to a stretch of your side body. You have to stretch your body from your tip of the finger to the outer arch of the feet. You have to stretch your complete body. Open your leg as wider as your front thigh should be parallel to the floor. Okay, and then place your hand, be active with your hands as well. So turn your palm towards the upside, spread your fingers, be active with this hand as well, be active with this hand, and keep your shoulder away from your neck nice and long, and then relax. And then the most important, try to keep your ribs facing towards the ceiling. If you are able to reach here, then try to go down. Just place your hand next to the right leg. So just how you will check you are able to place your hand or not. If your this side of the ribs, if your upper side of the ribs is going to the downside, if you're collapsing your ribs, if you're collapsing your sternum during to go down, so that means it is not the time to go down. You can come up and you can place your hand or elbow over your thighs. Just try to rotate this part towards the ceiling. Okay. Still, if you are placing your hand, placing your elbow over your thigh, still you are doing the Parshvottanasana. So don't worry about that. You are getting the proper stretch, or you are getting the same stretch which is the actual Parshvottanasana. Either you can use the block as well. Level 1 height, level 2 height, level 3 height. If you are not able to go down, or if you are feeling comfortable and you want to progress, so you can use the block under your right hand, under your left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in this position, and then inhale up, center, one breath, and with the same inhale, right toe in. As you exhale, left toe out, and side bend of the bend your left leg, and then tilt towards the left side. Drop your left elbow first. Extend the right hand over to your head, look towards the right thumb. If you are comfortable, then you can go more down. Then you can place your left hand, if you want, place your left hand next to the left feet. Always try to press the outer arch of the back leg. Either it is right, either it is left. And stretch your finger to the other side. So it will show the extension of your side body. It will stretch your entire side body, Parshva body, and spread your fingers of your upper hand, which will shows the more activation of your hands. Okay, keep your buttocks in one line position, and then roll this side of the ribs towards the ceiling. So do not collapse your sternum, do not compress this region. Okay, front thigh parallel to the floor, and then just be in this position for the next 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this position, drishti will be on your upper thumb. Which thumb is upper, drishti will be on that. Okay, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then pancha. Inhale, one breath, come up center. Exhale, left toe in, feet parallel. So this is the end of the Parshvakonasana or side angle position. Now the next position is the Parivrita Parshvakonasana, revolve it side angle position. So Ekam, inhale, right leg right side, adjust your navel to the right side of the mat or back side of the mat, and follow your right leg, and then internal rotation of your left leg. So you can, if you are not able to rotate your left leg on the same plane, you can lift your left leg up and then you can adjust. This is also correct. So lift your left leg up, because it is a little bit difficult action to rotate their leg on the same plane, rotate their back leg. So just you can lift your leg up and then you can adjust. Okay, and then bend your right leg at the knee, and then if it's not possible, you can take the support of your left leg as well, because after that you have to twist. So some people, they are not able to find the balance during the twist. So just check, if it's not possible for you, you can take the support of your left knee. You can drop your left knee down, drop your left knee down, and then you can twist. But if it's easy for you to twist, so you can keep your knee up and then twist. Then here we have 3 variations. Okay, so first we are going to show you the ideal position, then I will show you the variation as well. So in the ideal position, you have to place your left hand outside of the right knee and try to adjust your armpit. Okay, and then extension of the right hand over to your head, same like the Parsva Konasana, and lift your left knee up, and then if it's possible, left knee up, and drop your left heel towards the right side, same like the Warrior A, Veerbhadrasana. Press the outer arch of the left leg, be strong with your left leg. So this is the ideal position of the Parivrita Parsva Konasana, but this one is the one of the most difficult part, to keep your heel down in this position. So then I will show you the most of the variation. Again, if you want to stretch your hand, you will stretch your hand to the back side, like same like the Parsva Konasana, not like this way, because still this is the Parsva Konasana, still this position is related to your side body, but just in a revolved way. Okay, so try to rotate this side of the ribs towards the ceiling as you did in the Parsva Konasana. Okay, relax. Now I am going to show you the variation as well. So first variation is that can place your palm in front of your chest and then twist towards the right side. Adjust your, if it's possible, always adjust your armpit, and then try to bring your thumb between your sternum and then lift your knees up if it's possible. You can be as it is, you can keep your knee down, but if you are able to find the balance or you want to progress, so then try to lift your knee up and be in this position. This is also the Parsva Konasana, Parivrita Parsva Konasana. Then in the second variation, drop your knee down and then place your previous time you did place your hands like this way, then just try to place your left hand outside of the right leg, and then stretch your left hand over to your head. Keep your knee down, because lots of the people, they are able to twist but they are not able to find the balance in this position. So you can keep your knee down if you are not comfortable. Keep your knee down. If you are comfortable, then lift your knees up and tuck your toes in and be strong with your right leg. Do not drop your heel downside. So this can be your second variation. In the last variation, just try to drop your heel down as well. Okay, so then this way you can progress. And still, if you want to go more deeper in this position, then you have to bind your hand. So these are the all three variation of the Parivrita Parsva Konasana. Which one is comfortable for you? Which one is suitable for you? Work just according to your body, according to your flexibility. Choose one of them and go with them. Then 5 count in this position. Then 3 knee. Inhale, lift up, tuck your toes, right toe in, come up. Right toe in, left toe out, navel front side, hand sideway. And then exhale, bend your left leg at the knee, drop your right knee down, and then twist. Exhale. Which one you prefer? Go with that. Lift your leg up and then be active with your right leg. So if it's possible, try to keep your always right heel over your right toes. Right toes, say walk back. And then keep your heels over your toes. So this will show the more activation of your leg. Okay. Again, side ribs will face towards the ceiling. Be active with this elbow. Try to bring your thumb between your sternum. Elbow will face towards the ceiling. Do not drop your elbow towards the back side. Okay. Then try to bring your thumb between your sternum and look up towards the ceiling. If balance is an issue, then you can look down, but otherwise try to look up. Or who is extending their hand over their head, try to look towards the thumb, same like the Parsva Konasana. Drishti will be the same. Okay, front thigh parallel, then rotate ribs as much as you can, but without descending your buttocks to this side. Keep your buttocks in one line position. Twist should not become from in this region, it should become from in this region. So keep your buttocks in a square position and then try to twist, which is little bit hard action, but try to go for that. Buttocks in a square position and then twist from your upper body. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then inhale, one breath, come up, center, pancha, hand side, center, upper, hand side, and then exhale, Samasthiti. Okay, so next position is the Prasarita Paduttanasana, A, B, C, and D. We have a 4 variation of the wide leg forward fold pose, Prasarita Paduttanasana. So first variation, A, Prasarita Paduttanasana, A. Hand on the waist, A, come inhale, step your right leg back, left toe in, feet parallel. First breath. Second, exhale, bend forward and place the hand on the mat. If it's possible, keep your finger and toes in one line position. If it's possible, if it's not, it's fine. It's okay, you can keep your hand anywhere. But ideal, you have to place your fingers and toes all the way in one line position. If you are not able to reach down, use the block. Level 1 height, level 2 height, level 3 height. It's up to you. For each hand, you have to use a one block. So place your hand over the block. Level 2 height, level 3 height, level 1 height. Which one is the comfortable for you, you can choose like this way, but you have to place under your both hands, so this way you can use the block. And always keep your palm shoulder width distance. Spread your fingers and press your each knuckle onto the mat. Now from here is one extra breath in which you have to straight your back. Make sure your back is straight. Lift your sternum up, extend your back, lift your sternum up, straight your hand. This is the one extra breath in this position. And when you will exhale, hit your elbow towards the back side and then go down. Crown of the head will face to the mat. Prasarita Paduttanasana A. Elbow, instead of going outside, elbow will go towards the back. So push your elbow towards the back. With the help of your leg, with the help of your hand, you have to drag your mat towards the front side. Drag your mat, which will try to pull your body more downside. Try to lift your tailbone up, elongation of the spine on the same time. And stay there for the 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then inhale, same way come back. As you did enter in the position, same way come back. Inhale, half extension of the spine, and exhale that extra breath. During the exhale, you can place the hand on your waist as well. Then inhale, all the way come up. Exhale completely. Now Prasarita Paduttanasana B, second position. So A, come inhale, first vinyasa, hand sideway, 1 breath, inhale. And do exhale, roll your hands back and place your hand on your waist. Thumb back side, finger front side. Be active with your elbow. So push your elbow towards the each other. 1 extra breath, elongation of your front body, chest up, chin up, look up, inhale. And maintain the height of your sternum, 3 knee, exhale, bend forward, roll your buttocks, lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling, push your elbow towards the each other, and then go down. This time without the support, so it will be easy for you to shift your body weight backside. Because if you are not flexible enough to go down, your body will compromise, and the compromise of the body will be this. It will shift your body weight towards the backside. So try to keep your buttocks on the same plane of your heel. In which plane of your heel? Try to keep your buttocks just on the same plane. And then always try to push your elbow towards the each other. Push your, which will help to broaden your collarbone, broaden your sternum. So you will not collapse your sternum. You will not round your back. Try to keep your back straight. If you think you are not able to keep your back straight, instead of the looking back, just try to look down. If you think you are not able to keep your back straight and you are looking back, your spine will be around something like this. So just try to keep your back straight and then look down instead of the looking back. If you think you are not able to keep your back straight, if you are able to keep your back straight, then look towards the back. Then be always active with your elbow. So always try to push your elbow towards the each other, and do not descend your shoulders blade towards the ear. So keep your shoulder blades away from the ear, neck nice and long completely. 5 breath again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Certainly bend and then slowly inhale all the way up. Take your time, not rapidly. Slowly inhale up and exhale completely. This is the B position. Now C position. First vinyasa for C position. A, come inhale, hand sideways, 1 breath, and do exhale. Roll your hands back and interlace your finger on your back. Now 1 extra breath. Push your hand towards the down and back side. Down and back side. Then 1 extra breath. Elongation of your front body. Chest up, chin up, look up. And maintain the height of your sternum. 3 knee. Exhale, bend forward completely. Again, rotation of your buttocks. Your buttocks will face towards the ceiling. Elongation of your leg and hit your hand away from your back. So in this time, be aware, more aware for your back, because in this time lots of the people, they try to touch their hand down, and because of which they round their back. So it's okay if you are here, it's fine. I'm not asking you, we are not asking you to touch your hand onto the floor. Keep your hand away from the floor, but just first give the priority to your spine. Keep your back completely straight. Again, same like the previous, if you are not able to keep your back straight, instead of looking back, you can look down. And do not try to push your hand forcefully towards the floor, because otherwise it will ascend your shoulders blade towards your ear and you will collapse your shoulder and neck muscles like this way. So always keep your neck nice and long, shoulder completely free. Back straight. Again, there's a no support for your hand, so there's a more chance you will shift your body weight towards the back side. So try to keep your buttocks in the same plane of your heel. Evenly press your front mount of the toes, evenly press your heels. So do not shift your body weight towards the heel. Keep your body weight evenly on your feet. Okay, 5 breath in the position, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then again subtle knee bend and slowly Chatwari inhale all the way up and exhale completely. Now D position, Ekam inhale, hand as it is first, and then Ekam inhale, hand on the waist. Lift your chest up, chin up, and exhale, bend forward. Grab your big toe with first and the middle finger. This time you have a support. And now try to go for one extra breath, elongation of the spine. Inhale, make sure your back is straight, make sure your leg is straight, make sure your hand is straight. If you are not able to keep your back straight, you can bend your leg and rest your abdomen over your thighs. Same like the Padangusthasana. Then you can apply the same trick here. Okay, but if you are able to keep the straight, in this extra breath, you have to be aware for your spine. You have to straight your spine, you have to straight your leg, you have to straight your hands. And then Trini, exhale, hit your elbow out, same like the Padangusthasana, elbow out, and crown of the head will face to the mat, go down. Okay, Prasarita Paduttanasana D. So in this time you have a support, so there's a less chance of you to go that your body weight will go towards the backside. If you are still your body weight is going towards the backside, with the help of your hand, push your elbow out and try to shift your body weight towards the front side. Buttocks on the same plane of your heel. Evenly press your front mount of the toes, evenly press your heels. Try to lift your tailbone. Instead of trying to stretch your leg, try to lift your tailbone up. It will automatically stretch your leg, and buttocks will face towards the ceiling, which will help to elongation of the spine as well. Okay, and then always push your elbow towards the back, outside, not towards the floor. So push your elbow always out, and then stay there in the 5 breath in this position. So with every exhale, push your elbow out, roll your buttocks up, go with little bit more deeper in every exhalation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then same way, come back. Chatwari inhale, half extension. Exhale, hand on the waist. Pancha inhale all the way up, one breath. And then next breath, exhale, Samasthiti. So step your leg front, Samasthiti. Parshva Uttanasana, intense side stretch, the next position. In the next position, you have to place your hand on your back as a prayer pose. Okay. So ideally, when you will make a transition from the Samasthiti to Parshvottanasana, on that time you have to make a prayer on your back. But here first I will ask you make a prayer on your back and then step your leg back, because during this transition lots of the people, they do not feel the comfortable. Ideally this is correct. Ideally during the transition you have to place your hand back, you have to step your leg back, and you have to rotation of the other leg, navel to the back side. So you have to perform lots of the action in one breath. And lots of the people, they do not feel the comfortable when they perform this much action in one breath. So first I will ask you, place your hand on your back, either prayer pose, place your hand on your back, either prayer pose, or either you can interlace your elbow. If you are not able to make a prayer pose, you can interlace your elbow like this way. Or if you are able to make a prayer pose, go for the prayer pose on your back, and if it's possible, try to close to your shoulder blade, as much as close to your shoulders. Place your palm properly with each other. So do not keep this open. Place your palm properly with each other on between your shoulders blade, which will push your elbows towards the back side, which will push your shoulders blade towards each other, which will broaden your collarbone and lift your sternum, which will help you during the forward fold. If you will go like this way, if you will do not place your inner arch of your hand, your elbow will go towards the front side, you can see, and your shoulder blade will go away from each other. Then it will be easy for you to collapse your sternum, and when you will go down, you will not able to keep your back straight. So always place your palm properly. A small action can change your whole position. And then shoulder blade, push your shoulder blade, elbow away. Okay, or either you can interlace your elbow. If it's not possible, it's okay, you can interlace your elbow, but interlace it properly, like this way. Do not go like this way. Do not interlace your forearm, interlace your elbow. Now from here, Ekam inhale, step your right leg back, left toe in, right toe out, navel back side, and internal rotation of your left leg there. If you are not able to make the internal rotation like this way, you can lift your leg up and then you can adjust. Okay, and then do an exhale, flex your spine towards the right leg, go down towards the right leg, maintain your buttocks in one square position. So do not slope your buttocks like this way, do not descend your right side of the buttocks. This is one of the most common problem in this position, one of the most common mistake of this problem. So do not descend your right side of the buttocks towards the right side. Keep your both buttocks in square position in even elongation of your side body. All the attention, keep your attention on your palm as well. So press your palm properly, lift your elbow up, push your shoulders blade towards each other, lift your sternum up. Be strong with your left leg. Always press the outer arch of the left leg onto the mat and inner arch of the right leg onto the mat. Just try to be in this position, and if it's possible, try to keep your right leg straight. If you are not able to keep that, then you can bend, but in the ideal position you have to keep your right leg straight. If you are suffering any kind of the hyperextension, then micro bend your right knee, or either you can press your big toe more than the other toes. Okay, this will help to prevent your hyperextension and reduce your hyperextension. Either bend your knee, either press your big toe little bit more than the other toes. 5 breath, 5 4 3 2 1, and as it is, inhale up, 1 breath center, and then with the same inhale, right toe in, left toe out, navel front, internal rotation of your right leg. You can lift your right leg and then adjust, and then Chatwari exhale, flex your spine, go down. Be active with your hands, so press your palm with each other on all the time. Just be aware for your buttocks, so do not descend your left buttock. Slightly external rotation, slight, with your upper leg, so which will help to maintain your buttocks in one position. Otherwise you will descend your left buttock downside. Even elongation of your body. Be active with your hands. Again, try to touch your chin over your shin bone if it's possible. Leg straight if it's possible. Be strong with your right leg. Outer arch of the right leg will be onto the mat. 5 4 3 2 1. Then pancha, inhale, 1 breath, come up center, left toe in, feet parallel, hand sideway, hand open, and then next breath exhale, Samasthiti.